Hola mis amigos, we're making keto pancakes. For today's video, we will be using this griddle pan by iKich. And as you can see, what sets this griddle pan apart from other griddle pans is that half of it is a textured surface. So what you could do is you could do some indoor grilling. You can grill your meats on the textured surface, while at the same time on the flat surface you can grill things like pancakes or anything else that you would need a flat surface for. And this one has a temperature control that goes from 1 to 5. We are going to be operating on medium today, so we will be at about a 3. And it also comes with a drip pan to collect the fat. So there's really not a whole lot to say about this griddle pan other than the fact that it is a non-stick surface, just like most of them are, but we will really get to see the performance as we use it. So today we are going to be using this side of the pan, which is the flat surface, because we are going to make some quick and easy pancakes. So let's go ahead and prepare our batter. Okay, so for our pancakes, we are going to be using the blender to combine our ingredients. This is going to make everything super simple. We don't have to dirty up any mixing bowls, and we get to pour straight out of the blender onto the griddle in order to prepare our pancakes. So everything is going to come together nice and clean. I know this isn't the best angle for you guys, but we're not going to be here very long. We're just going to blend our ingredients together. So I'm going to start off with the wet ingredients so that our blender doesn't have a hard time when it gets to the dry ingredients. I'm adding 1/8 of a cup of heavy cream, followed by 2 ounces of cream cheese. And you'll notice that none of this is perfect at all. We're just dropping everything straight in. Next, we're adding 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of erythritol, and if you're not trying to go keto with this, of course you could use regular sugar, but this is granulated erythritol. Again, that is 2 tablespoons. And whenever I work with erythritol, I like to add just a couple drops of liquid stevia. I'm adding about 5 drops. And what that does is granulated erythritol tends to have sort of a cooling effect. So what you can do to remedy that is either grind it up, you can throw it in a blender and make a powdered erythritol, or add a little bit of liquid stevia. And what that does is it somehow equalizes the cooling effect and evens everything out. So everything is just going to taste like real sugar. You'll have no idea what's really in here. And we're going to add a little bit of flavor. So here I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And last but not least, we're going to add our dry ingredients, which consists of 2/3 of a cup of almond flour along with a teaspoon of baking powder. And that's really all that there is to it. You don't have to do anything special. All we're going to do is cover our blender and give this a quick blend. All right, guys, so we are all nice and blended, and this is what we have. A nice pancake batter, and it is the normal texture that you would find in any other pancake batter. So we are all set to go to start cooking these up. So I'm going to go and clean my griddle, and then we're going to get started. Okay, we are back and good to go. So what I did is I wiped down with a damp paper towel the griddle to clean it. And then I set the thermostat on about 3.5 to preheat it so that we can operate on a medium heat. And then I buttered the pan. Now when I buttered the griddle, the butter turned brown instantly. So it was way too hot on 3 for what we are trying to do. So I am now down to about a 1.5, somewhere between 1 and 2, and it seems to be just about right. So I did go ahead and butter the flat surface. So now we are good to go to start up frying up the pancakes. And as you can see, obviously we are only working with half of the griddle, so I am going to be making mini pancakes, which is totally fine with me. But you can of course make the larger sized pancakes. It will just take you a little bit longer to finish up your batter. So straight from our blender, I am just going to add some of that batter. Okay, there's one. And I'm gonna go over here just in case. We're gonna make 2. Let's start with 2 first, and then we'll see how that goes. It's been about 3 minutes and we are starting to get some bubbling on the pancakes, but we do want to give it just a few more moments to get a few more bubbles before we flip it. And you don't want to make the mistake that I did. I put this pancake here at the bottom, and I don't know if you can see right now, but the drip hole is right here. So some of it looks like it's trying to go down into the drip tray below, but there is no batter in here. So far we might be okay, but just for future reference, try to be careful where you put everything onto the griddle. So I'm just gonna let this go for a couple more moments and then we're going to flip them. All right, so it's been about 4 minutes and we have a nice amount of bubbling and the pancakes are sliding very easily. So we are good to go to flip. This part is what always makes me nervous, but here we go. Not too bad, there is one. And I'm just going to let that cook up a moment so that I can slide it out of the way so that we can flip the other. All right guys, so we have success. We have flipped our 2 pancakes, so I'm just going to finish these up and then finish up the rest of what is in the blender, and then we will be back to check them out. All right guys, so we are back with our finished product. I was able to get about 5 very nice sized pancakes out of that batter. And I definitely recommend you guys give this a shot. These are fantastic. You can give these to someone that is not even on a low carb diet and they would have absolutely no idea that these are very low in sugar and they are also gluten free. Definitely give these a shot if you are craving pancakes. And of course you can also top this off with your favorite sugar-free syrup, but I'm okay with taking in the few extra carbs today, so I am using nothing other than pure organic maple syrup. Okay, so the griddle has had a moment to cool, but it is still a little warm, and this is the perfect time to clean the griddle. So I just have plain dry paper towels, and I just want to see how well this is going to clean up. So as you can see, it seems to be wiping right up. And again, the key is to do this while it's still warm. Of course, you don't want to burn yourself, but you also don't want to wait for it to get completely cooled down, because then that gives everything a chance to stick to the surface. So that is all from just a dry paper towel. And I'm doing this in real time, so you see how quick and easy that is to clean up. I am going to follow this up, of course, with a wet paper towel just to make sure that everything is clean. But there you have it. Nice and easy cleanup. Special thanks to iKich for allowing me to try out their multi-purpose griddle. I will have a link in the description box below for you to check them out on Amazon. And I will see you next time. Keto pancakes, enjoy, and I'll see you at the dinner table.